Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Build With Temi. Thank you guys for coming back week after week to come and watch videos on this channel. This topic that we're having today is something that flows from what we've been talking about in the last few weeks, and it is times and season. Every single thing we are supposed to achieve or we are supposed to do is within a time frame that God has set for our life. So we have to be so sensitive so that we do not miss that time frame that has been set for us to achieve a particular thing in our lives. The simplest and easiest way for us to explain time and season is for us to look at nature. There's a time as a woman where you can get pregnant. There's a time as a man when you can impregnate a woman. When a woman gets pregnant, there's a time she has to carry that pregnancy for before she can deliver that pregnancy. There are plants that you have to plant in the dry season. There are plants that you have to plant just before the rain starts. There are plants that you must harvest at a particular time. And once you miss that time of harvest, it's either gone forever or it's gone till the next season comes, and you do not get anything during that season when you missed it out. So the same way farmers hurry and ensure that they do not miss a particular season. They do not miss a season when they are supposed to be planting, just so that they can maximize and be able to harvest at the end of it. The same way we too, we have to be very sensitive about the things that are happening in our life, so that we do not miss a season when we are supposed to be doing a particular thing, and which would have ripple effect on the next season that is coming in our lives. So that should teach us that there are things in our life that we must achieve at certain periods of our lives. The importance of knowing the time and season that you're in is that once you know what you're supposed to achieve in a particular season, it will guide the behavior that you are going to be exhibiting in that season. For instance, you're trying to grow your business and your business is in the building season. You're in the season where you're supposed to get your hands dirty and actually build that business. If you're sensitive to what time and season is, you will never look at another person and think, oh my God, it's taking too long, or oh, I'm tired of building this business. You just continue to go. Every single day you will keep building, because you know that is the season that you're in. Secondly, it will not allow you to be under pressure. If, for instance, you're in the university and then maybe your neighbor or your friend decides to buy a Range Rover, you're in the university, you're still studying, you probably do not even have a job yet. You have no business being jealous or thinking that, oh my God, which day will my own Range Rover come? The third thing is it ensures you're able to maximize that season. For instance, one of the joy of a business owner is that today you might have just 2,000 naira in your bank account. You don't know where the next salary will be coming from, and next week you have 50 million in the same bank account. It's so exciting, and within the next 2 months or 1 month you might exhaust that 50 million and you're yet looking for another thing. Now let's talk about why people miss their season in life. The number one is ignorance and lack of discernment. A lot of people don't even know what season they are in life. They don't even know there's anything like times and season. So they're just living life and going with the flow. And if you do not even know you are in a particular season, there's no way you will live your life to ensure you fulfill what you're supposed to fulfill in that season, because you don't even know. The second reason people miss their seasons in life is procrastination. I have a video I shot on Instagram maybe last year where I said that if you are a procrastinator, your village people do not need to chase you, because they know ordinarily it will be very, very hard for you to achieve anything in life, because you're already doing more than 90% of their work for them. Like, I will do it tomorrow. Oh, that business I'll start tomorrow. Oh, that post I'll post it tomorrow. That proposal I'll send it out tomorrow. Tomorrow till one day you wake up at 50 years and you see that you have achieved nothing with your life. You have missed so many times and so many seasons. The third reason why people miss their time and their season in life is distraction. Oh my God, there is so much distraction in this generation. There's the major distraction of social media. Then there are different distractions that happen. Seeing what's happening in another person's life, doing different things that you're not supposed to be doing. There are people that they don't even have time that they think. Their ears are always plugged. They always have earphones. They're either listening to one podcast, they're listening to music. If you're not scrolling through your phone, you're watching a movie, you're watching some. At what time do you sit down and read? You have to avoid all distractions. And it's not only this kind of bad distraction, because I have a video on my page where I talked about good distractions as well. For instance, you're in the season where you're supposed to be building a business. Is that same season you decided that you want to go and do PhD? It doesn't mean you can't do PhD in your future. Maybe there's even a season in your life, in your future, that has been mapped out for you to get your PhD. But no, it is this time when you're supposed to be building your business that you now start running after PhD. By the time you're done with your PhD, the opportunities that you would have had in that season, you might not be able to get it again. That's why you have to be very sensitive and know what you're supposed to be doing at a particular time. The fourth reason is fear or unbelief. There are some set of people, I call them what if people. These are people that will always say, what if it doesn't work? What if I don't make it? What if this? What if that? What if it works? What if you make it? What if you're on the right path? Fear is the biggest stumbling block to progress. Now that we know people can miss their times and their seasons, it's important for us to see the consequences of missing your time and season. Number one, there will be delay in you achieving what you're supposed to achieve in terms of your destiny. You see, I am almost 10 years at the bar, which means I have almost 10 years of practical legal experience. Imagine it is now I decided I want to write JAMB and enter the university. Of course, yes, I will eventually get to the university, study the law, but where is that 10 years? That 10 years I have right now. That by the time maybe in the next 5 years, it's supposed to be 15 years, 20 years, and I should be qualified for bigger and greater things in my life. That's how you miss your time and seasons. And at the end of the day, you just keep delaying the destiny you're supposed to achieve. The second consequence is loss of opportunity. There are some opportunities that are time bound. Like you have to do them now. I recently took a big step in my business, and I know that if I didn't take that step when I took it, I might have eventually taken it later, but it might have been a lot harder, or it would have taken me a lot longer to achieve it. Something that I was able to achieve in less than a month, I could have achieved it maybe in a year, maybe in next 2 years, or maybe I won't even be able to achieve it. That's why you have to be sensitive, and you have to ensure that you know what you're supposed to be doing and you step into that thing at that time. 3, you end up having so many things you regret in life. Oh, how I wish I had. How I wish I had. If only I had. Oh, if I had started that business time. Only God knows where I would be now. Don't let that be your story. Don't let if only. Don't let how I wish I had. Don't let them be in your vocabulary at all. And the way you can avoid it is by ensuring that you know what you're supposed to be doing in a particular time and you are doing that thing. Finally, you experience unnecessary hardships. Maybe you're supposed to start your business. Yes, you are supposed to have been an employee, but you've left the season of being an employee and you're supposed to be in your entrepreneurship season. But because of fear of, what if I don't make money? What if this? What if that? You decided to still stay in your employee season. You will start experiencing hardships. Your boss will not like you again. You will start having friction with your colleagues, and things will just be happening, and you'll be wondering that what's really going on here. It's because you've stayed too long in a season that you're not supposed to be in. I'm sure some of you are thinking about your life that hope I did not miss a season and everything. There are things you can do if you think you have missed a season. The first one is to ask your God to help you, because God has all these times and season in his hand. He can change things for you. You can't do it by yourself. That's the truth. You can't try to redo the season again. If it has gone, it has gone. So the only thing you can do is to go to the creator of this universe and say, God, I think I have missed a season. Help me. 2, be very sensitive and start listening to your intuition. Whatever your mind is telling you that, okay, this is what you're supposed to be doing, then start doing it. Just start doing it. Whatever it is that your mind is saying you should do. You've missed that opportunity, fine. But there are other opportunities at the end of the tunnel. The third thing you should do is you should be diligent. Whatever you're doing, ensure you're doing it well. You're learning skills, you're preparing, because another season will come and you have to be ready to walk into that season when it comes again. Always remember that with God, all things are possible. Yes, you might have missed the season, but one way or the other, God can change everything, times and season, and then you'll be back in a place where you're able to achieve that thing that you were supposed to achieve in that season. Yes, you might face some challenges, some hiccups that you were not supposed to face. Maybe you got pregnant when you're supposed to be in the university. Yes, now you have a child to take care of alongside going to school, but it doesn't mean you can't achieve the things you're supposed to achieve in that season. Let's talk about how you can ensure you never miss a season. The first one is for you to walk with God. Like, you have to actually walk with God, that God, help me with my life. Ensure I do not miss a season. The second thing is for you to be sensitive and listen to your intuition, which means you have to get rid of all distractions so you can hear what your heart is telling you and you do it. The third thing, once you hear what your heart is doing it, you have to act fast. You cannot procrastinate. You cannot start saying, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later. No, you have to act fast. Fourth thing is you have to have wise people around you. Be very sensitive. You have to pick your friends. It's not everybody that you are laughing with that you allow to enter into your corner. You have to pick people that will ensure that you're fulfilling your destiny. You have to be living purposefully and intentionally. You have to live in a way that you're so sensitive and you know when something is about to happen in your life. Yes, I know that from this video you might have started thinking that yes, you've lost a season, you've lost 2 seasons, but God is the one that restores time. All the time and season is in God's hand. So just talk to your maker, and I pray from the bottom of my heart that God restores whatever time and season you have lost and brings you back in alignment with what your destiny is supposed to be. With that, we've come to the end of this episode of Build With Temi. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, please let me know in the comment section. You can also send an email to me at buildwithtemi@gmail.com. Like I said, I won't always reply all emails, but if I think your email deserves a reply, I will definitely respond to you. So please, before you type that email, ensure that it's fully packed with something that will make me curious enough to reply your email. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and till I come your way again next week, my name remains Temitope Odenyinka. Please stay blessed.